Today we're making Cajun cabbage, Gina Young style, and I'm all excited. Oh, if you love cabbage, you're gonna live for this recipe. And maybe if you don't like it, you'll like this recipe. Here's what you're gonna need. Super interesting ingredients. Of course, you're gonna need you some cabbage. Okay, we're gonna be using some butter at one point, and I have some lovely smoked sausages that I'm gonna be using. Whatever kind of smoked sausages you love. If you love a beef sausage or a turkey sausage, you could use that, you know. And I have some beautiful shrimp here. Gorgeous shrimp that I've washed off. You're going to need some onion, and we're just gonna use a little bit of the onion. We're gonna use some bell peppers. I have a lovely green and red bell pepper. Gonna need some spices to make it super interesting. We have some chicken bouillon that we'll use in replace of our salt. If you don't have chicken bouillon or you don't want to use it, you can use salt. I'm using some Creole Cajun seasoning today, okay? So we want to put a little bit of heat, just enough heat in the back of the palate that wake your taste buds up, right? I have some Old Bay seasoning we'll be using, and I have some garlic and onion powder. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make a simple Cajun cabbage, Gina Young style. You're gonna absolutely love it. Hope y'all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. How many of you love cabbage? Do you love cabbage like we do here at the Young's house? In my house, we might have cabbage maybe once or twice a week. That's how much we love it. Are you kidding me? I could just eat like this whole pan that I'm getting ready to make. I could eat it myself. I'm not going to, but I could. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and season up our beautiful shrimp. I have large shrimp here, and you can use cooked shrimp or you can use raw shrimp. Just make sure you clean them off, right? So now here's how I'm going to season these. I want good flavor to be on to these shrimp. I'm going in with Old Bay seasoning. Oh yeah. And then we're going to put some onion and garlic powder. And on purpose, I'm putting a nice amount on there, right? Lovely. And then I'm going to double back with just a little tiny bit of this chicken bouillon powder, like that, and then we're gonna mix it in. I'm gonna cook these shrimp in this pan with just a little bit of butter, tiny bit of oil, just like so. Honestly, that shrimp is smelling great already. I'm gonna go ahead and take my favorite smoked sausages. I'm going to use 2 of them because I want a lot of meat in there. And I'm just going to slice it into medallions like this. And once I see that our shrimp is done, we'll take the shrimp out of the pan so it doesn't overcook. And then we're going to put this sausage in that same pan with the same oil. And we want to achieve like a dark color onto these sausages. When you get like a dark color onto the sausages, that means great flavor. Let me show you these shrimp. How gorgeous are those? Let's quickly get them out of the pan and put our sausage right into the pan and look for that charred color. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how I like to cut up my cabbage so it's like the perfect pieces. I've seen people where they slice or almost shred their cabbage. We're not doing it that way. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to just cut it down this way. You may need somebody to help you with a little bit of elbow grease because sometimes it can be a little difficult to cut a cabbage head, you know. So once we get it into 2, you will see that stalk that's in the middle. We want to get rid of it, and it's so easy, right? We're going to cut like a triangle. I know I'm using all my strength, right? And then you can just pull that triangle right out. Like that. So now we're going to cut the cabbage. Okay, so once we get it this way, pretty much do what you can to make it into all the same size pieces, okay? Once I have it like that, I bring it this way. There we go. And that is what I like to call bite-sized pieces. Nobody wants huge pieces, right? You want it to kind of be bite-sized, and that's how you do it. Take a peek in at the sausage. That's what I want it to look like. So since this is perfectly done, let's go ahead and bring this pan over. Inside of this pan, I have some oil. Make sure you wash off your cabbage because there may be like some sand or some mud or something in it. Give it a nice rinse. We're going to put this cabbage in the oil. It's not a lot of oil. It's really just enough oil to kind of get the cabbage to cook in. And honestly, if you got some bacon grease, use that instead, right? So we're going to put that in. And I'm also going to put my sausages right in, just like so. This recipe is super quick. You're not not putting the shrimp in right now because the shrimp goes in like literally at the last minute. One of the worst things you could do is put the shrimp back in right now and it turns into like rubber bands because that's what it would taste like. So we're going to take some beautiful bell peppers. I figured red and green will do me just fine to bring in that vibrant color that I'm looking for, that amazing taste and vitamins, right? So here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and chop it down, or you can slice it. Maybe I'll slice it for today's recipe, just like so. And then we're going to get the bell peppers and the onions in, not right now, but maybe during the middle of the cooking process, because if they cook too long, they turn into mush and they lose that beautiful color. I did put about a half a cup of water into my pan. It kind of helps things to get to cooking faster, right? So I'm going to do that same thing with these bell peppers here, and then we're going to tackle that onion in hopes that it doesn't make me cry. Let's make up some cornbread, because here at the Young's house, we can't have cabbage. Not without cornbread, you hear me? Oh, yes. So I got 2 Jiffies in here. You know, you can make yours homemade if you want. Use one of my recipes, of course. All right, I'm going to put 2 eggs. I got some brown sugar in there today. Okay, and I'm going to put some milk. This pan is oven proof. I got my oven preheated to 350. And I'm going to cook this until it's nice, light, golden brown, of course. And I'm going to slather it down with some butter. When I come back, we need to chop up some onions because the onions will go in pretty early. We don't cook with this type of cabbage. Don't quote me. I think that the shopper, because you know I have my food delivered, I think that they picked up a Napa cabbage. If this is a Napa cabbage, because you see like those little grooves within the leaves, I usually don't see that. If it's a Napa cabbage, that'll literally be the first time that I cooked Napa cabbage. So we'll just see, but I'm gonna work it out. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work it out. I know it ain't the cabbage that I usually get, but let's see how it turns out. We're gonna get this right into our pan on 350 until it's done. It usually takes about 25 minutes. Go ahead and cut an onion. We don't have to use a lot, but a little bit is really gonna flavor it, give it that Cajun flavor that we're looking for. Since I don't have a whole lot of Cajun or Creole seasoning in here, I'm gonna add some chili powder, but not too much, okay? I'm gonna put just enough so you can get a little bit of spicy, but you get the gist of how much we wanna use, okay? So let's put us a little bit of onion right in, and go ahead and put it in now. Go ahead and slice it. I'm gonna keep them in slices. Just this half of the small onion will do. I'll just put the other half in a freezer bag. You know, maybe use it for an omelet tomorrow morning. Perfect. Now we're gonna do what we can to make it taste good. I'm gonna use that tiny bit of Cajun seasoning that I have in there. Wish I had a little more, but I don't. So I'm using chili powder. Lovely, that's good enough. It's gonna give it a good spice that you love. We're putting in some Old Bay seasoning, a super interesting ingredient, right? Yes. We're gonna put in garlic and onion powder, and on purpose, I'm putting a nice amount. You kidding me? And then for our salt, we're using chicken bouillon powder. If you don't have it, just use regular salt. There we go, lovely. Let me just show you what everything's looking like right now, quickly. As promised, that cabbage is wilting down just like we want it to. Make sure you don't have it up on high heat. Oh, we're getting ready to put the bell peppers in right now. Peppers are going in with 2 tablespoons of butter, and then just let it cook. Because the flavors we just put in here is like ooh la la, sisk, boom, ba. I mean, the flavors right here is like the perfect seasoning. Oh yeah, this might be how I season my cabbage always. I just tasted a piece of cabbage that ain't even done with that seasoning on it. Baby, listen, it was good. Oh, it was good. Your cabbage is 95% of the way cooked. Let's go ahead and reiterate the shrimp. Oh yeah, and the shrimp brings a whole different flavor. I got cornbread in the oven. It ain't done, but we will taste this. Oh my goodness, this is Cajun cabbage, Gina Young style. Look at this. I know, I'm all excited. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, on today, we thank you for this lovely meal. We thank you for your hedge of protection and your mercy. Amen. Amen. Once again, let's eat. Want a bite? You want a bite? I'm about to give you some. I know it's super hot and y'all want me to try it. We're going to do it. Oh my goodness, this is freaking lovely. I'm going in for that shrimp. Mm. Making some.